All roads lead to Bitcoin. I continuously feel like this is the case. Whenever I see pieces of news, we continue to see reasons why people should hold Bitcoin. More and more scenarios that exemplify why Bitcoin is so important. And I want to cover a couple of them here today. We also have a clip from a congressman that says that what the SEC and what the Biden administration is doing should be stopped. It's misguided. So I'm going to play that for you a little bit further into the video. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. There's going to be a link underneath the video to MargeX as well. In case you want to trade cryptocurrencies, you can try MargeX. They also just added Caspa as collateral. Caspa is up like 7.2% today. Maybe something to do with MargeX. I don't think that's the case, but if you want, you can use Caspa. So you can trade the Bitcoin chart with Caspa, and then you can get rewarded in Caspa when your trade goes well. So definitely check this out underneath the video. There's also a link underneath the video to CoinW as well, where you can go trade spot cryptocurrencies as well. You can just go buy Bitcoin if you want and then withdraw it to a cold storage wallet, or you can also trade futures. They have a bunch of different cryptos that you can trade futures with. So definitely check out both of those underneath the video. Now, we have Bitcoin sitting right under the 50-day moving average, mega bullish when it breaks above the 50-day moving average. In a bull run, consolidation in a bull market is normal. It's good. As you can see here, consolidation, crossover as well. Boom, price moves up. Consolidation for a while, we move above the 50-day and then explode. Consolidation for a while, hopefully we pass this 50-day. Right now, I think it's in right around $65,000 if I remember right. Hopefully we continue moving up. Now moving on to some of the news. President Biden and the administration expressed that they would veto legislation allowing financial firms to custody Bitcoin and crypto. POTUS has expressed that he would veto this House joint resolution if it came to his desk. They don't want more financial institutions to be able to hold Bitcoin and custody Bitcoin and crypto. Now, a lot of people are kind of up in arms about this. They say, why would you ever vote for President Biden? Now, to be clear, I don't know why they would do this. I don't really see the benefit. Just like I don't see the benefit in SEC, Gary Gensler going after a bunch of the good crypto companies. I think that this could change, but I'm not saying anything politically about it. I'm just saying I don't really see a world where the president continues to tell the financial institutions, the biggest financial institutions in the world, no. Basically, I think if Jamie Dimon does want to go custody Bitcoin and crypto, along with the other major banks, they're going to make it happen. And they've already expressed that interest before. Now, some representatives are fighting against rules like this. For example, U.S. Congressman French Hill, cool name, French Hill gives speech supporting overturning SEC rule that prevents regulated financial firms from custodying Bitcoin and crypto. The Biden admin's SAB 121 is misguided and should be nullified. Let's play this real quick.
Well, thank Chairman McHenry and thank Congressman Flood of Nebraska for this excellent work in this Congressional Review Act resolution to roll back the SEC's failure in their staff accounting bulletin 121. It would reshape the business of custody in this country. This is not just about crypto. This is a sweeping rule that the SEC has implemented without following the Administrative Procedures Act. The GAO says it's a rule. Well, if it's a rule, it needs to go through the Administrative Procedures Act and have a comment period and get people involved, because as Ranking Member Waters noted, they did not consult with the banking regulators who have the primary role of supervising custody in this country. A custodian is someone who holds your assets for you, whether it's shares of stock or acres of forest land or rental house or 10 Bitcoin. Holding reserves against the assets in custody is not standard financial services practice. This staff accounting bulletin is misguided. It requires that money be set aside for that category of assets, of digital assets in custody. It's part of a broader attack by the Biden administration to treat digital assets differently from all other assets. And that doesn't make any sense to House Republicans. Under Mr. McHenry's leadership and Mr. Thompson's leadership of the Ag Committee, we have a fit-for-purpose approach that, in fact, directs the SEC and the CFTC how to handle digital assets. Unfortunately, this accounting bulletin is in the wrong direction. That's why we have the Congressional Review Act. That's why we're using Article 1 authority under the Constitution.
So it sounds like basically they're making them hold even more than the Bitcoin that they're custodying. So if I give them a Bitcoin to go custody, they hold that Bitcoin, and then they also have to have reserves on top of that, like maybe 0.3 Bitcoin or half a Bitcoin or something to hold in addition, which is not normal practice, right? It's not like they have to go buy half of a rental house if you get a mortgage on your rental property, right? So it's just kind of, it's odd, and I realize that's not one for one, but it's another way that the SEC is overstepping. News from Australia. This bank will stop cash withdrawals this month and go completely cashless. Now, some people see this and they just keep moving on. Like, okay, it doesn't matter. No one uses cash. But keep in mind, some people will be upset with this. Cash allows you to kind of use your money without being watched as much. There's certain ways that banks don't want you to spend your cash, certain places they don't want you to go to. And if you only use your card, they can literally see everything you buy. So yeah, some people are going to be pissed about this. Some people maybe will buy Bitcoin. Again, all roads lead to Bitcoin. All roads lead to Bitcoin, right? If you want financial freedom, if you want freedom away from the banks, if you want freedom away from every prying eye in the government, maybe you want to go buy some Bitcoin. Of course, always pay your taxes and all that, but we continue to see more and more inflation as well. Argentina to print its first 10,000 peso note as a result of hyperinflation. Let's take a look. Argentina inflation 2023. Okay, 214% or 211.4%. So your $100 has purchasing power of $32, $31 a year later. All roads lead to Bitcoin, right? You need Bitcoin. You want to hold on to Bitcoin instead of holding these worthless notes. Now, to be clear, Bitcoin, I think, is very useful. It's going to continue to appreciate, but it is important to have some cash, right? In a bear market, cash is king. But in a bull market, cash is trash. So you have to remember that. During this next bull run, you probably do want to take profits, either into Bitcoin or maybe into cash, right? Cold hard cash, which sounds horrible. I know it sounds horrible, but it is a good asset to hold for the short term if you think there's going to be some dip in the future, or if you're just trying to take profit. So keep that in mind. Cash is trash, but in America or in some countries that have lower inflation, it can be useful for a short time. Keep that in mind. And there's so many other instances where Bitcoin would be helpful. I haven't covered a lot of them in this video, but just recently, Elon Musk says, "This sounds insane if accurate. Community notes, please check." And again, I don't know if this is the case. I haven't seen any community notes on this, that this is incorrect, but apparently Trudeau and Canada are introducing a new Orwellian law called Online Harms C-63, which basically allows them to retroactively search the internet for hate speech and arrest offenders for violations that happened before this law was enacted, which is crazy. I mean, again, if they can do that, they can go back and freeze your accounts. They can freeze your bank accounts for stuff that they don't like that you said. The fact is, unless you hold your own assets in a protected manner, you can always get your assets taken. This product I have right here, whatever this is, a stack sack, right, can be taken away. This house, even if it's paid off, can be taken away if I don't pay my property taxes. My body can be taken away if I don't follow the law, right? But Bitcoin in a hard wallet can't be physically pried away from you, right? If you memorize the words, right, if you have them up here and nowhere else, then it can't be taken away. Or if you have a good hiding place, all that, right? So consider that. All roads lead to Bitcoin. Let me know your thoughts on this underneath the video. Again, you can check out MargeX or CoinW underneath the video in case you want to start trading. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.